Good morning, dear students. We shall continue our studies in nuclear chemistry. Today we shall see types of nuclear reactions. Types of nuclear reactions. There are two types of nuclear reactions. One is nuclear fission and the other one is nuclear fusion reactions. So there are two types of nuclear reactions. One is the nuclear fission reaction, the other one is nuclear fusion reaction. So let us first study nuclear fission reaction. So what is fission? Fission means breaking up, right? So here heavier unstable nucleus breaks up into two lighter nuclei and enormous amount of energy is released. So such type of nuclear reactions are called fission reactions. So we shall define this properly now. Nuclear fission reactions are those in which the heavier nucleus breaks up into lighter nuclei with enormous amount of energy released. Is it okay? So I will write one example and explain this. Uranium 92-235 radioactive element nucleus, when it is bombarded with, when it is hit with neutron, it breaks up into lighter nuclei, barium 56-141 plus the other nucleus, krypton 36-92 plus 3 neutrons are produced plus and huge amount of energy is liberated. So this is an example for nuclear fission reaction. So what is happening here? Uranium 92-235, which is unstable nuclei, when it is bombarded with the projectile, that is neutron, it is broken into two lighter nuclei. One is barium 56-141, the other one is krypton 36-92 plus 3 neutrons are produced in the process and a huge amount of energy is liberated. So hence this is nuclear fission reaction. Now let us study how this nuclear fission reaction is exactly happening. To explain this, Bohr-Wheeler, the two scientists, they have proposed a theory. They are proposed a theory called as an experiment called as liquid drop model. Liquid drop model. So they have proposed this model to explain the nuclear fission reaction. So who proposed this liquid drop model? It is Bohr and Wheeler. Let us see how the explanation goes on here to explain the nuclear fission reaction. So I said this is called as liquid drop model. So explanation of nuclear fission by which method? Liquid drop model, right? Now what Bohr-Wheeler says is the breaking up of the heavier nucleus is related to the liquid drop this is. What does it mean? When you drop a liquid drop on the table, for example, it looks first exactly spherical in shape. I write that. So when you drop a drop of water on the table, it looks exactly the spherical shape, right? This is spherical in shape. Similarly, our uranium-92-235, before it is hit with any projectile, before it is hit with the neutron, it is also spherical in shape. It is also spherical in shape. So this is our uranium-92-235. Is it okay? Now next, Bohr-Wheeler says, when you look at this drop of liquid, after some time, due to surface tension, it gains this shape, the elliptical shape. It is elongated at the equator, bulged at the poles. So this is an elliptical shape. So similarly here, our uranium-92-235 nucleus, when it is hit with a projectile, here neutron, its shape first becomes elliptical. So uranium-92-235 has attained what shape now when it is hit with the neutron? It is obtained the elliptical shape. Then further, if you observe this elliptical shape of this liquid drop, it attains a dumbbell shape like this after some time. So this is dumbbell shape of liquid drop. So similarly here, our uranium-92-235 nucleus, when it has obtained this elliptical shape, further it attains the dumbbell shape. So dumbbell shape of uranium-92-235. Is it okay? Now observe here, in the nucleus there are protons, hence it is having the positive charges there. Is it okay? Then, now come to this dumbbell shape of the liquid. So this liquid, after some times, it breaks up into two drops. Is it okay? It breaks up into two drops, separates into two drops. These two lobes, they get separated, right? Similarly, our uranium-92-235, which is in dumbbell shape, now it breaks up into two. Why it is breaking up into two? Here there are two positive lobes are created. There will be a repulsion between them. Hence, you get two lobes. So this is, we called it barium 56-141 nucleus, and this is krypton 36-92 nucleus, and in the process 3 neutrons are produced and a huge amount of energy is liberated. So this is how Bohr and Wheeler explains how exactly the uranium-92-235 is breaking up into the lighter nuclei. So this is nothing but a liquid drop model. So we have called it liquid drop model because it is the breaking up of the heavier nucleus into lighter nuclei is similar to that of the liquid drop model. So this is about the nuclear fission. So in the examination, define nuclear fission and explain the mechanism of this nuclear fission by liquid drop model is said. So you can explain whatever I have said. The next one is fission reaction. Second type, nuclear fusion. So I have explained already nuclear fission. Right now, fusion means we are bringing two nuclei to form one nucleus. So let us define what is fusion. The combination of the lighter nuclei to form the heavier nucleus is called as nuclear fusion reaction. Let us define this once again. What is nuclear fusion reaction? The combination of the combination of two lighter nuclei to form a heavier nucleus is called as fusion reaction. Now here it is not so simple to bring the two nuclei and make them to combine with each other. You know why? The nuclei, they are positively charged particles, right? Protons are there in the nucleus, therefore both the nuclei are positively charged. So to bring them closer to each other and make them to unite with each other and combined with each other, it is very difficult. So we need to have a very high temperature to bring them closer to each other. A temperature of about 4 into 10 raised to 6 degrees Celsius. Oh, huge amount of temperature is required to make the lighter nuclei to combine to form the heavier nucleus. For example, in the sun, this is the reaction that is happening. The hydrogen nuclei, the lighter nuclei, they fuse together, they combine together to form the helium nucleus. Plus 2 positrons are formed there and enormous amount of energy. For example, it is 23.7 mega electron volts. 1 mega is equal to 10 raised to 6. 1 mega is equal to 10 raised to 6 value, right? So huge amount of energy once again is liberated there even in the fusion reactions. So followed what I said, what are fusion reactions? The combination of two lighter nuclei to form the heavier nucleus is called a nuclear fusion reactions. Now, what are the difficulty we have seen in this? To combine these lighter nuclei, it is not difficult. We need a very high temperature. We need a very high temperature, about say 4 into 10 raised to degrees Celsius. It is very difficult in the laboratory to make these nuclei, lighter nuclei, to combine with each other, right? Why it is difficult, I said? Because the nuclei are both positively charged particles. Hence, they experience repulsive forces when you try to bring them closer to each other. And another factor is, you need to have the high pressure there. You studied what is collision theory. To make a collision between the two atoms or molecules, there should be a high pressure. So once again here, in fusion reactions, a high pressure is required, high temperature is required, high pressure is also required to make these nuclei to collide with each other. So remember these 2 points. Sorry. In fusion reaction, high temperature is required and also high pressure is required. So then, because of this requirement of high temperature, fusion reactions are also called thermonuclear reactions. So in the examination you may get question, why nuclear fusion reactions are thermonuclear? Because to make them to collide with each other, to make them combine with each other, you need a temperature of about 4 into 10 raised to 6 degree Celsius. Hence, the fusion reactions are thermonuclear reactions. So followed, so you have studied in this class the types of nuclear reactions. One is nuclear fission, the other one is nuclear fusion. We have explained the nuclear fission by taking the uranium-92-235, which is a heavier nucleus, and it is broken into lighter nuclei, barium and krypton. And we have explained that a nuclear fission reaction by liquid drop model or liquid drop method, whose the Bohr and Wheeler suggested this method, right? So we have explained very clearly. Then next, I taught you the nuclear fusion reactions, right? So we shall continue with this next class. Till then, take care of your health. Thank you very much.